inspired you to actually go into IT and even such a complex operation?
Well, what can I say? I just have a passion for IT. I loved dealing with computers. I love systems. I love anything that deals with innovation, machines, and everything. Yeah.
So why didn't you major in that?
Well, because of the system whereby the situation whereby you're not, like when you finish high school, there's things called like you have to be in job. So you have a situation whereby you have to like go through like student selection, whereby if you want to pursue the course you want, you might enter in parallel, but if you're in job, the government chooses for you a course. So you end up doing a course that is not your dream. Yeah. Okay,
the reason I'm driving to that is that I'd want to hear your take on the education system now that they're talking about reforming it. Since you've gone through the system, but evidently you have not remained in a box in that system. Do you think it's overdue for change? Do you think it's the right thing to change? Or is it the right system? Maybe it's just people who've not used it properly.
I just think that change is like something that must take place, because I want like a situation whereby people have the knowledge and plus have the technicality, because as someone once said, there's no need of having professors who can't even change a bulb. Yeah, so I think the system should change so that people can diversify, because I know Kenyans have a lot of talent out there apart from the current system. Maybe they're innovative, they have every other sport. So I think this other change system can help them nurture the talent that they have in the respective fields.
Okay, let's come back to your prototype, and where do you see yourself in another 3-4 years?
Well, in another 3-4 years, I see myself being in medical institutions, and hopefully I just want to go regional, maybe try in Uganda, maybe try in Rwanda also, and God willing, maybe Africa.
You certainly have huge dreams, and congratulations for that. And well, given that you've come this far, what are some of the challenges that you have faced so far?
Well, I can say challenges are quite a lot. First of all, there's the lack of programmers, because they're very expensive. They can't code for you. You need like a friend who can help you, like say that you have this idea, let's make it into practice, because a lot of people have ideas, but executing them is hard, because you can't go to an investor and tell them I have this idea, because you want to see the prototype, you want to see where is the physical evidence. So this is a challenge to many people, maybe from humble backgrounds. You can have an idea, but you don't have the resources, you don't have anything that you can build upon. And then other thing is like, there are also like con artists out there who like prey on people with good ideas. They say that, hey, we'll help you, we know people who can help you. Then in the long run, they swindle you of your idea, they rip you off. So those are among the challenges, and also the capital, because you might find someone has a good idea but doesn't know the right loopholes to pass through, doesn't have enough capital, and plus maybe you're from high school, you're not employed, so it's hard to attain loans from banks also to set up your business.
Now, one of the things that one, of course, would ask, especially before you come on a show like this, is whether you have patented the idea. Is it something that, because I mean, there is the risk of somebody stealing the idea, maybe modifying it a little bit, but it's your idea. And is there anything you've done to secure that?
I talked to someone from our campus called Mr. Mbayaki. He told me to go to he does research and extension. He told me that I can protect such a software going through KIPI, which is in Upper Hill. So I was scheduled to go there, and it requires 1,500. Then you get copyright law. You get everything, but so far I've not yet done that.
Okay. And do you intend in any way to pursue what you're doing in campus, or is this now, have you found your love for what you'd like to do and would pursue this with all that you have?
Personally, I think I'll pursue this with what I have, because apart from this, I have many ideas. I have very many ideas. I think this will be my platform. Once this gets successful, I can initiate all the other ideas, because I have very many innovative ideas
that you have. Okay, let me just read some of the comments that are coming through, and you're welcome to send in your comments, or even call in maybe if you have a compliment or a question for Brian. And there's Jacob Oyugi here, who says that the Kenyan youth have got all it takes to take us to the next level. Brilliant. And that's of course kudos to you. There's also Njambi, who says, this is what makes me proud to be a Kenyan. Kenyans are very innovative, given the opportunity and the space. Would you say you've had the space to actually be innovative? And by space here, I mean, first of all, just from your background, from your parents, from your family, do they look at you sometimes looking at these things and they wonder, what is this boy up to? We sent him to do linguistics. What are these?
Actually, my mom and my brothers are very supportive. They're like, if this is what you want, you just chase your dream, and may God just help you achieve it. They're very supportive, and the ones who have pushed me to go this far.
Okay.
Yeah. And
what
I'm very
about
humbled.
support from, say, from the institutions where you are in campus?
In campus, I gain support through, they were telling me, like, they're giving me support in terms of protection of the idea. And also they were saying that they can invite me to certain seminars where that maybe there may be investors, so that you can just come and share what you have.
So generally you would say that you've received all the support that you need, or are there areas that you possibly wish you had more support?
Actually, the only area that I would wish that I had more support is like implementing it, making it big. But so far from generally, I've found people who are very interested and very supportive, and they're saying just keep on with the good work, and I know that things will open up. Yeah.
You talked about capital and you know, the fact that of course that is a huge challenge.
Yeah.
Have you explored any possible avenues, say for instance the youth fund and you know, those available opportunities and resources that are there for you to explore? Have you tried any of those, and possibly what has been your experience if you have?
First of all, I was taught about Uwezo Fund. And the challenge with Uwezo was that you have to sign in as a group, and maybe I'm a solo person. So then again, if you go as a group, you might be given like 500,000, right? And you might find to build such a main system for this, a programmer would like 200,000. Then there's things like office space, there's things like paying people to go outside, collecting data from clients, marketing. So at times you might be rendered like you've taken some amount of money, but it's not enough. So that's why I was really requesting from an angel investor, because you might find there's a lot of loopholes and there's a lot of challenges.
Okay. Yeah. Now, when you talk about an angel investor, what exactly would you be looking for? What is that?
Angel investor in terms of who can help you in broadening this thing, maybe assist you in funding it so that you can pay programmers, you can pay people in the field, it can help you liaise with hospitals, liaise with banking institutions, insurance institutions, so that you can have the enough infrastructure to make this thing to go big. Yeah. And
why should anybody believe in you as a person? I mean, we know that there are many people with very brilliant ideas, and of course, looking at this, it feels like it would be one that would cost an arm and a leg, so to speak.
Yeah.
And why would anybody believe in you at 24?
Well, because I'm aggressive, and I believe that I can. You know, some people say that you can sell even soap to a beggar. So I believe that if you you have something and you're passionate in it, you have some passion in it, you can always strive to make it successful. So I have that determination, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this system be a success.
Okay. Yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about the system, and now in areas where possibly you do not, because I'm imagining that the gadget that you'd use to have your fingerprint would probably have to be powered. What about areas where possibly there's no electricity?
Well, according to those areas, there's this invention by someone who's very influential called Eric Hassman, has something called brick. So maybe in places where there's no even network at all, that brick is like a modem, can be placed, and then there can be internet connectivity within that area. Even there's no booster, there's no nothing. So maybe some hospitals which are very remote can still access, because this thing this transaction takes place online. Yeah. So with the help of brick, can make it more efficient and effective.
So you would need now, brick is something now by somebody else. It's a technology by somebody else. Is it also an invention, or is it something that's currently working?
Oh, it's an invention and it's currently working. It's invented by Eric Hassman, and it's something that even appeared on CNN. It's like a new invention that can help enhance internet connectivity in anywhere, even the most remote places on Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about now the actual gadget for fingerprinting? Does that use electricity? And how would one? There's the connectivity. There's which is what brick would take care of. But what about now the electricity part of it? The fingerprinting would need some form of power.
Yeah. So like I watched the news yesterday, they were saying that Garissa, there's already solar panels being placed. So I think the the aspect of power can be taken care of if we have things like solar energy, wind energy, so electricity can be produced so to power these such systems. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would maybe be a challenge that one would have initially,
Yeah.
but possibly with solar power
And
that
wind
would
energy
come
and
up.
yeah.
Okay. Then the fingerprinting, is it done on an iPad like this, or is it a physical gadget that now you'd supply to the hospitals?
First of all, this is crazy. I wanted to think about something like a smart glass. That was my initial idea, so that you can just, there's a hospital, there's something like a glass like this, then you can just place your fingerprint like this.
Like the ones they have at the airport,
Yeah,
possibly?
yeah. So because I wanted first to create a prototype, my intention is whereby we can create something like a glass whereby you can just place your fingerprint, and it's in all hospitals. So you just place your fingerprint and then it scans and does everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a call from Austin in Lavington. Good morning, Austin.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, morning to you.
Yes, Austin, how are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Very well, thanks.
Yes, to that innovative guy.
His name is Brian Otieno.
Brian Otieno, morning.
Morning.
Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my issue here is I just wanted to congratulate him for the good work he's doing. And from the look of things, I think the young guy is looking for sponsors, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I think he can get my number. We can talk business beside the scene.
Okay, well, what we'll do, we'll give you his contacts, and you two can hook up. But thank you very much, Austin. Let's now take another call from Eric Odhiambo in Homa Bay. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
Yes,
Dr.
Eric.
I'm Fred Eric Odhiambo from Homa Bay. I just wanted to give my comments about Brian. I personally know him from school. We've been with him to school.
Okay, it seems you're a famous guy. Hey. Okay.
Brian, in school he was quite a humble boy, never talking. He was just there with his bag and his food, and he was just walking. So I just want to tell him to keep on going to the heights that he wants to reach.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, well,
Thank you, Eric. Thank you very much. And well, it's just a matter of interest. How was your performance in school? Would you have rated yourself a top performer, average?
My performance in school, I can say above average.
Above average.
Yes, I never had issues with supplementary exams, things like that. Yeah.
Okay. And how would you encourage other young people who possibly have so many ideas in their mind, but have not had the opportunity to actualize them?
First of all, I encourage them that just keep going at your idea, because you're an innovator. You'll always find a way to create it, because you can see people who are from humble backgrounds and maybe they create planes out of mabatis and stuff. So I just say that they should just strive and keep on, and then also try to, if the case they can get an avenue, make sure they exploit that avenue to the full, so that people can get to know about their ideas and maybe flourish upon them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is it that actually tipped you over? Because there's a saying, there's a common saying, that graves are filled with dead dreams. There are people who have many dreams, but they literally just take them to the grave. What is it that made you realize that I can actually do this and get into doing it? Whereas I'm sure you are very busy like every other student, studying for your exams and going through the routine of life.
So what made me do it is like I get inspirations from people like Steve Jobs, like Bill Gates, people who have big ideas, but they really wanted to like make it go out there. So like Mark Zuckerberg, who always had an idea of Facebook, but wanted to like market it. So I was like, in spite of the fact I'm reading, I wanted like, I have an idea and I want to make sure that it goes out. I just don't want to sleep on what I have. I just say that it's just an idea, I just put it on the back. I wanted to like, I have this thing, I've talked to people and they like it, why not pursue it? Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll wind up with you giving us your contacts in case somebody, like the gentleman who said you can talk business. I mean, it's an opportunity, possibly how they can get in touch with you, and preferably email address or a Twitter handle, as opposed to telephone number.
My email address is brianotino36@gmail.com, and also you can reach me via Twitter. It's called Moccasin Monroe. It's a very complicated name.
Okay.
A long story to it. So yeah, those two. Or maybe you can send it at Brian M. Otieno at Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.